call the regular council meeting to order. Chief Corain, will you lead us in the pledge? I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Can I have a roll call?
Becknick. Here. McKinney.
Here.
Shaver. Here. Saracey.
Here.
Bertone.
Here.
Heights.
Here.
Thank you.
Can I have a motion to approve the minutes from November 21st and December 6th?
So moved.
Second.
Heights.
Aye.
Becknick.
Aye.
McKinney.
Aye.
Shaver.
Aye.
Saracey.
Aye.
Bertone.
Aye.
Thank you.
From our solicitor, Mr. Jim Lyons.
No report, but Merry Christmas to everyone, and I'll answer any Christmas questions that people have. So,
Nicely put. Okay. Thank
You
you.
will answer Christmas questions?
I'll answer Christmas questions only. So,
That could be fun.
Okay, interesting.
We could talk about some displays.
Okay. For me this evening, I've got a noise variance request for Winterfest being held January 27th, 2024, from 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. Maybe make it from noon until 10 p.m.
So moved.
Second.
Bertone.
Aye.
Becknick.
Aye.
McKinney.
Aye.
Shaver.
Aye.
Saracey.
Aye.
Heights.
Aye.
Thank you.
I understand there's a polar plunge in this, right?
There is a polar plunge, but that's on January 1st.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, gotcha. Good luck with that.
Yeah, thanks.
I'll be home in my warm house.
Lucky you.
Yes. Okay, from our administrator, Amy Cossack.
All right, I'm going to make this brief. I had a little dental work done today, so I'm going to make it right to the point. We did get a senior services levy award of $165,000 for the Fairport Harbor Senior Center. On Wednesday, December 6th, there was a special council meeting to review bids for trash hauling services. CT Consultants presented council with 2 bids for major waste and the dumpster bandit. Council reviewed both and voted to approve major waste. A letter was sent out to residents on the 8th with information on how to set up their trash services. We are looking to fill 2 positions on Planning Commission. If you're interested and you're a Fairport Harbor resident, you can send your cover letter and resume to acossack@fairportharbor.org. Winterfest is a new event by Fairport Harbor Arts and Cultural Alliance, which will be held on Saturday, the 27th, January 27th of 2024, as we just did a noise variance for it, from 3 to 8 in Memorial Park. They're planning on live bands, crafts, games, and more information will be posted shortly. And the only last thing I need is a motion, as we get ready to, as we're working on demoing the water plant, we have to sell our generator. And I need a motion needed to declare the water plant generator as surplus.
I think Mr. McKinney had a question about the generator.
Oh, I just wanted to confirm that there was no other possible use. I know they're expensive pieces of equipment, and if there was any other use within the village for service garage or here.
We looked at it. It's a pretty high capacity generator. We had Chapman come out and check the capacity to maybe use it at another location, and it was too much. It was too much power for what we needed at here or Village Hall. So we decided that maybe Gov Deals would be the best way to go.
Is there a minimum bid on that set? So, I mean, we're not accepting scrap price for
Correct.
a
Yes.
highly valuable piece of equipment?
Yes, it's extremely valuable, and I don't have
Yes.
that number in front of me right now, but yes, we do have a high bid listed, so we won't be sending it on its way for nothing.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Can
I'll
we
make the
defer
motion.
that? Can we defer that though until we have that sort of information, because that may impact what we want to do?
Which information is that?
Value.
What the value is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
It's not going to hurt, I guess, if we wait a month, right?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Okay. From our engineer, Mr. Clyde Haddon.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, members of the council. Not very much to update today. The water plant demo and the water tower are both ongoing. we'll probably see more activity on those in the coming year. Chestnut Street is substantially complete, and that concludes my report. If there's any questions you have or anything I can help with, let me know.
Thank you, Clyde. Any questions? Okay, moving right along from our fiscal officer, Christine Page.
Okay, you all have the financial report for November. We are reconciled. Revenue for the month of November was $268,697.19. Expenditures for the month were $440,047.80. Reconciled balance is $3,972,681.39. Interest for the month of November was $16,533.61. Let's go through for the year-to-date. Year-to-date revenue is $4,525,458.67. Year-to-date expenditures are $4,141,643.75. Attached in your packet, or in the package, the last two pages are the payments for the month. If you have questions.
I do not.
All right, so the only other thing we have, we've received a quote from Wickert Insurance for the commercial property and liability. This also includes the police piece of it. They have told us that they're hoping that the price will come in at around $50,000. It could be as much as $56,000. The insurer, I think it's Hudson for policing, has decided that they don't want to offer insurance, at least not to us or not to a lot of people. So this has put Wickert in a place where they need to look around, they need to check some numbers, and that's what they're doing. So they have asked that we approve it. It's about, if it comes in at $50,000, it's going to be about $6,000 to $8,000 more than what we're paying now. Probably, it's just going to depend on what happens with the police coverage. But they're shopping around to see what they can do with that piece of it. So I would appreciate it if you would consider a motion to renew the commercial and property and liability insurance through Wickert Insurance.
Do we have any other agents working on this?
No? Do I need to do that? Okay.
50-some thousand.
It is, yes,
I mean,
yeah. Okay.
I would say that's something that we should do.
Okay.
And when is the renewal date?
Tomorrow?
So, Mr. McKinney, maybe like the last meeting where we discussed next year going forward.
Yeah, and I'll start looking at both of them in probably June or July. That way we're, well ahead of it. When we looked last year for this particular insurance, the only ones that were even interested in it were pool-type insurances, and while the price is good for pools, the risk is high. So we did look at it last year, and I'll make a point of looking at both of those again this year.
Yeah.
We can do that.
Oh, personally, I just have a problem with things being brought to council the day before without any prior, when something's due the next day, without any prior knowledge,
Okay,
for the record.
okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Agree.
What's the magic number on this? Didn't we say 3? We would get 3, not 2?
We can, yeah, if that's what you would
I
like
don't
for me
remember,
to do.
I think the
we
last
can
time
do-
we said 3.
I mean, typically a
Might be
vendor, you
consistent.
look for 2 or 3, you get 2 or 3 prices to get a good representative price for that. I'm good with that.
I like 3.
I can do that. I can do that. We'll work that through,
Cool.
okay? I'm sorry for the trouble.
Can I just ask a
Yes, sir.
question? You said Wickert was looking at different markets. Do you know how many different insurance companies they represent?
I don't.
Right, because some of these insurance agents represent a number of different companies.
Several of them, yeah.
So it really, while you're going with, I'm not, protecting Wickert by any means, but they may have access to, 5 markets or 10 markets. And so you are getting kind of
A
more
broad-
than just one
Yeah.
quote on that, and they're looking for the best one.
Right.
But there may be other companies that are exclusive agents that
Could be, right.
they don't have access to that
Right.
company as well. So therefore, that's why you look at multiple vendors.
I mean, really, you'd have to put that out for requests for proposals to,
Do
you know,
RFPs,
probably
yeah,
in
do
June, you know,
RFPs in
give
June
people
or
time
July.
to take a look at things.
Yeah,
Right.
we can do that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Mayor, maybe Mr. McKinney chairs a committee going forward next year that looks into that as we progress towards that renewal day for each of these insurance markets, if he's interested in something like that. At your,
If needed, I'd be happy to.
at
Okay.
your.
Or whether we set a policy
discretion.
as council, you know, something, some sort of legislation, you know, moving forward.
Okay.
We'll come up with something. Okay. Amy has she found some information on the minimum bid.
Yeah, the minimum bid for the generator is 20,000.
And how much did we pay for the generator?
35,000.
And that was about how many years ago?
That was before my time.
Yeah.
That was
You
a,
remember,
per-
Mr. Bertone?
Yeah, we purchased that when we had the breakdown.
Yeah.
Remember that severe storm? And we were having it shipped over here, so we got it right away.
I think that's a reasonable number at this point, so if that's
that's
the minimum, I
minimum.
would support that.
I would vote to go forward.
I'll make a motion that we do that.
okay.
Declare it surplus and then advertise it at a minimum of 20,000.
I'll second.
Bertone,
Aye.
McKinney,
Aye.
Backnick.
Aye.
Shaver,
Aye.
Saracen.
Aye.
Heights.
Aye.
Okay, good. And the renewal?
I'll make the motion very similar to the last meeting where we made the motion, as long as we put a mechanism in place, mechanism determined by the mayor and the administrator on what we do going forward. And maybe it's a committee, maybe it's some other tool that allows us to come up with a process to research that number.
So what we'll do is if you guys are okay with the February meeting time frame, we'll try to put something together, and then we'll present that to council, and then council can vote on what that mechanism would look like, whether it be a committee or we memorialize it in some way. That'll give us some time to figure out what it is we want to do and how we want to do it, and not handcuff us in any way either, right? Because you may not get 3 people to bid on something. 3 might be a nice number, but in reality, with what we do and how we do things, there may only be a couple of players. So we'll have those talks, but I think it's a good suggestion, and we'll figure out what that looks like, and you guys will have the final say in it. Okay?
Sounds good.
Good, thank you.
So I think the motion captures that. Second.
Thank you. Okay. Bertone,
Aye.
Heights.
Aye.
Backnick.
Aye.
McKinney,
Nay.
Shaver,
Aye.
Saracen.
Aye.
Thank you.
Okay, we have no old business, and from our safety committee, Mr. Saracen.
The reports are in the package, and they did another great job. I did talk to both chiefs, and Chief Lloyd is going to talk about, give us an update on what's happening with the Coast Guard, pretty much leaving Ashtabula and losing quite a few here in Fairport. So Chief, you want to, I guess you're working on it.
I got invited to the meeting of the Ashtabula Coast Guard by Ashtabula County Fire Chiefs. So they're saying they're not closing the Ashtabula station, but it's not going to be staffed this summer. So the Coast Guard search and rescue is going to be based from Cleveland and Erie. Fairport's going to be staffed 40 hours a week. That's it. And they've agreed to send when it's going to be staffed to us, to the fire chiefs. We're going to form a committee of the Lake County Fire Chiefs that protect the coastline, so we're going to have a meeting with the Coast Guard in January. And then we'll just keep being updated that way.
So is it 40 hours a week all year round, or just Memorial
Yes.
Day to
No,
Labor Day?
all year round. Ashtabula used to be staffed, they were 24/7, then they went to from like spring till it froze, and then They reduced them from Memorial Day to Labor Day now. They have nobody there. So they're really in a pickle.
It does
put
affect
an added
both of our
strain on the fire
departments, too.
departments. Pardon me?
I said it does have something to do with our departments.
Yes,
You
it
guys
puts an
probably
added
have quite
strain
a
on
bit to do.
the fire departments to protect the coast. We're going to be putting the jet ski in more often. So it's at the federal level. There's nothing truly, it's not a budgetary problem, it's a personnel problem. Like I said.
Well, it's also, part of the core belief of our system, right, to protect the people of the country, right, our citizens. And their mission isn't necessarily to put jet skis in, and I know that's what we'll do to help people that are in the water, but it's also to protect the borders of the United States. So that leaves the east side of our nuclear plant exposed potentially, right? There's all kinds of bad people. Turn on the news, right?
They say they're still going to do patrols.
Right, okay. So, Mayor, my recommendation from Village of Fairport Harbor is to put together a resolution and we send it, we make a recommendation that the federal government protects our coastline as it should and make it, strongly worded and send it right to our congressmen
I have no issue with that.
and to our senators. They're leaving the north coast of our border exposed, in my opinion. And I don't think that's acceptable.
And I'd add in that about our beach, our Fairport Metro Parks.
Sure.
I know I don't even think they had any people there working all summer. Lifeguards,
Yeah, they didn't.
right,
No,
Chief?
no lifeguards last 2 years.
Which is going to affect us even more.
That's fine. Yeah, we'll get a resolution together for that. I think that's fine. We'll have it ready for next meeting.
Thank you, Mayor.
Yep, thank you. Okay. I need a motion to pay the bills.
So moved.
Second.
Saracen?
Aye.
Shaver?
Aye.
Backnick?
Aye.
McKinney?
Aye.
Bertone?
Aye.
Heights?
Aye.
Thank you.
Resolution number 2023-72, a resolution to place delinquent accounts upon the tax list of the Village of Fairport Harbor for collection, declaring an emergency.
Move to adopt.
Second.
Move to suspend.
Second.
Suspend. McKinney?
Aye.
Backnick?
Aye.
Shaver?
Aye.
Saracen?
Aye.
Bertone?
Aye.
Heights?
Aye.
Adopt. McKinney?
Aye.
Backnick?
Aye.
Shaver?
Aye.
Saracen?
Aye.
Bertone?
Aye.
Heights?
Aye.
Thank you.
It's my honor to read this next resolution, and it is my hope that council supports that. But resolution number 2023-74, a resolution confirming the appointment of James N. Lyons as legal counsel, affirming his agreement and determining compensation and declaring an emergency.
Move to adopt.
Second.
Move to suspend.
Second.
Suspend. Saracen?
Aye.
McKinney?
Aye.
Backnick?
Aye.
Shaver?
Aye.
Bertone?
Aye.
Heights?
Aye.
Adopt. Saracen?
Aye.
McKinney?
Aye.
Backnick?
Aye.
Shaver?
Aye.
Bertone?
Aye.
Heights?
Aye.
Mayor, how many years has that been for Jim?
I don't know, Jim, what do you got? I mean, you've got to have at least two, I know there's two mayors, right?
Yeah, I think maybe 18,
Yeah,
maybe this is going to be 19. So it's been a lot.
Just a few minutes.
yeah.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
just a few, thank you, Jim.
Well, thank
Seriously.
you.
it
Been a
is an
great
honor to have
partner.
you. Ordinance number 2023-75, an ordinance amending various sections of Chapter 171 in order to update the village income tax ordinances so that they are in compliance with Ohio House Bill 33 and declaring an emergency.
Move to adopt.
Second.
Move to suspend the rules.
Second.
Could I comment on that, Mr. Mayor?
Yes, please do.
Please. The state legislature back in the fall passed this House Bill 33, one of those bills that has, 600 to 800 pages, and within the 600 to 800 pages, they made a number of mostly procedural changes to the state income tax laws. And so starting in 2014 approximately, all of the cities and villages that have an income tax have to conform to the requirements of the state law. So This HB 33, which goes into effect on, for the income tax changes on January 1st, should be passed tonight if we can do it. I mean, there's no change to our income tax rate. It remains at 2%. It does set forth, a clearer procedure for getting an extension. It provides penalty relief for people who have paid their taxes in full, but they have made a mistake and didn't file it on time. They've limited the penalties to $25 for each month, where before it could be up to $150, and on the first time, the penalty, it's mandatory to abate it. They've also made some changes to the net profit tax in terms of when those tax returns are due. So and I think we already had this in our ordinance, they made it clear that teenagers under 18 don't have to pay any village income tax. So those are the main items, those are the highlights of it. So.
Thank you for that, Joe. You call it roll.
Okay, good. Let me get my bearings here. Okay, suspend. Bertone?
Aye.
Heights?
Aye.
Backnick?
Aye.
McKinney?
Aye.
Shaver?
Aye.
Saracen?
Aye.
Adopt. Bertone?
Aye.
Heights?
Aye.
Backnick?
Aye.
McKinney?
Aye.
Shaver? Saracen?
Aye.
Thank you.
Resolution 2023-76, a resolution accepting the amount and rates as determined by the Budget Commission and authorizing the necessary tax levies and certifying them to the county auditor.
Move to adopt.
Second.
Move to suspend the rules.
Second.
Jerry, was that you?
Yes.
That's what I thought. Thank you. 5, 6, 4. Suspend. Heights?
Aye.
McKinney, or
Aye.
Backnick, I'm sorry.
Aye.
Thank you. McKinney?
Aye.
Saracen?
Aye.
Bertone?
Aye.
Shaver?
Aye.
Did I miss that? All right. Adopt. Get my bearings here. Heights?
Aye.
Saracen?
Aye.
Backnick?
Aye.
McKinney?
Aye.
Shaver?
Aye.
Bertone?
Aye.
Thank you.
Resolution number 2023-77, a resolution confirming the reappointment of Rick Staringer to the Fairport Harbor Tree Commission and declaring an emergency.
Move to adopt. Second. Move to suspend. Second.
Suspend. Backnick?
Aye.
Shaver?
Aye.
McKinney?
Aye.
Saracen?
Aye.
Bertone?
Aye.
Heights?
Aye.
Adopt. Backnick?
Aye.
Shaver?
Aye.
McKinney?
Aye.
Saracen?
Aye.
Bertone?
Aye.
Heights?
Aye.
Thank you.
Resolution number 2023-78, a resolution to confirm, approve, and adopt amended 2023 permanent appropriations in the total amount of $6,477,093.94 for expenses and declaring an emergency.
Move to adopt. Second. Move to suspend. Second.
Suspend. Shaver?
Aye.
Backnick?
Aye.
McKinney?
Aye.
Saracen?
Aye.
Bertone?
Aye.
Heights?
Aye.
Adopt. Shaver?
Aye.
Backnick?
Aye.
McKinney?
Aye.
Saracen?
Aye.
Bertone?
Aye.
Heights?
Aye.
Thank you.
Resolution 2023-79, a resolution to approve and adopt 2024 permanent appropriations in the total, in the total amount of $4,496,796.90 for expenses and declaring an emergency.
Move to,
Go ahead.
move to adopt.
Second.
Move to suspend.
Second.
Suspend. Backnick?
Aye.
Bertone?
Aye.
McKinney?
Aye.
Shaver?
Aye.
Saracen?
Aye.
Heights?
Aye.
Adopt. Backnick?
Aye.
Bertone?
Aye.
McKinney?
Aye.
Shaver?
Aye.
Bertone?
Aye.
Heights?
Aye.
Thank you.
Resolution number 2023-80, a resolution appointing Eric Stronowski as a firefighter for the Village of Fairport Harbor, Ohio, and declaring an emergency.
Move to adopt.
Second.
Move to suspend.
Second.
Suspend. Bertone?
Aye.
Heights?
Aye.
Backnick?
Aye.
McKinney?
Aye.
Shaver?
Aye.
Saracen?
Aye.
Adopt. Bertone?
Aye.
Heights?
Aye.
Backnick?
Aye.
McKinney?
Aye.
Shaver?
Aye.
Saracen?
Aye.
Thank you.
Resolution number 2023-81, a resolution appointing Scott Mullen as a firefighter 2 for the Village of Fairport Harbor, Ohio, and declaring an emergency.
Move to adopt. Second. Move to suspend. Second.
Suspend Shaver.
Aye.
Backnick.
Aye.
McKinney.
Aye.
Saracen.
Aye.
Breton.
Aye.
Heights.
Aye.
Adopt. Shaver.
Aye.
Backnick.
Aye.
McKinney.
Aye.
Saracen.
Aye.
Breton.
Aye.
Heights.
Aye.
Thank you.
Council have anything else this evening?
Just wish everyone a Merry Christmas and Happy Holiday.
Thank you. Merry Christmas to you
Yes.
as well. Yes, Merry Christmas to all. If nothing else from council, we're open to the public.
I'm Jim Rivera. I'm forever 17, just for tax purposes.
There are exceptions, Mr. Mayor.
It's not a Christmas question.
So, I'm just wondering, the eclipse is coming up. I missed a couple of meetings. I was wondering what all is going on in the village, if there's big plans and what all is happening. I was hoping to get an update on that because I'm very excited by it and I'm geeking out about it. So,
Sure,
yeah, any information would be great.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, the eclipse, so we had a meeting, boy, earlier this year, and decided that there was going to be, on Eclipse Day, there was going to be, on the hill by the lighthouse, food, entertainment, you know, people, I'm sure opportunities to buy glasses for the eclipse. There was some talk about, you know, trying to extend that, but given the amount of people that we're going to have descend on the village, we're just going to keep it to just the one day over by the lighthouse. So we are also, for the new year, going to be putting a page on our website that will have all things eclipse related. So if there's any events going on, so any of the nonprofits or the churches or any group or any business that wants to do their own thing to celebrate the eclipse, they certainly can do that. But there'll be a general congregation on the hill for that day to celebrate. But we will have a page up and we can add things and people can send them in and we'll update the page so everyone knows what's going on in Fairport that day. So we'll be having some additional meetings in the new year, but that's kind of where we are right now. Okay.
You do have to be 18 to attend, though, right?
That might be, yeah.
For tax purposes.
For tax purposes, yeah.
Good. All right, if nothing else, I need a motion to adjourn.
You know, I think,
It's not a Christmas-related question, Jim.
well,
You've already been
I think this is
reapproved.
a good one.
Go ahead.
I think at this time last year, we had to vote, you know, if we wanted to go back to the regular
Oh, that's
schedule
right.
or to continue the one meeting a month.
Didn't we just make that forever?
I think we've been doing it year by year. is
Year
my
by year,
recollection.
okay. You know what, you are correct.
So,
So then we'll need a motion then to keep the current schedule?
So moved.
No hesitation, right?
Thanks,
Wow.
Jim.
So Frank obviously wants to debate this heavily.
Who's the second?
Yeah, we need a second.
Second.
I'll second.
All right, there it is. Hang on a minute, I'm coming. Sorry. Saracen.
Aye.
Shaver.
Aye.
Backnick.
Aye.
McKinney.
Abstain.
Breton.
I think it's working fine, and so I'll vote aye.
Heights.
Aye.
Thank you.
Okay, now a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion. Second.
Backnick.
Aye.
McKinney.
Aye.
Shaver.
Aye.
Saracen.
Aye.
Breton.
Aye.
Heights.
Aye.
Thanks. Sorry I missed that.
Very nice, thank you.
I have full copy.